I always get a good laugh when I go back and I start watching some of these nuclear explosions, especially when the clouds don't even move. Now, this one here made me laugh. It's called 5 Nuclear Detonations That Went Wrong. If you watch this around 2 minutes into it, you'll notice it looks like 5 Freemasons, and this guy at the end is trying not to laugh. And they even put a sign that says Ground Zero, Population 5. You know, they just have to put that in there. So they're all standing around while a supposed nuclear bomb goes off above them in the sky. So if you notice, the sky kind of turns dark, and then you've got this alleged mushroom cloud. And then it's zoomed back to them, and it's daytime. At about 2 minutes 24 seconds into it, you can't help but to notice this guy. He's smiling. He's trying not to laugh. Here's another nuclear explosion that is just straight up hilarious. It's from a nuclear explosion compilation. It's about 4 minutes 53 seconds into it. This powerful bomb goes off. Look at it, except the clouds don't even move. That's because that studio created explosion was inserted into the picture. Now, this idea makes a great argument that nuclear weapons don't really exist. We know that rich people seem to get whatever they want. If they want a $100 million yacht, hey, so be it. If they want to buy the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad for like $30 or $40 billion, hey, go for it. If they want a 55-gallon drum filled with cocaine, hey, you got the money, have whatever you want. So if nuclear weapons were actually real, you know people would pay big money to watch a nuclear explosion go off. Dude, I would pay $5,000 if I could go watch a real nuclear explosion, a bomb go off. What I'm saying is the Soviet Union could make $1 billion a year or more by detonating nuclear bombs for entertainment. People would pay big money to watch a nuclear bomb go off. But yet it's never happened. And it never will, because they don't really exist. Now, if you come over to YouTube and you type in mini mushroom cloud, you have to check out this incredible video. These kids, they explode. I don't know what it is. I've tried to watch the video twice to figure out what they actually exploded. But this is most likely how the military-industrial complex creates these studio explosions. They like to do it in slow motion so it's more dramatic, more powerful. And then they insert it into a photo or a picture where the clouds don't even move around it. But this is a great example of how they have faked nuclear weapons all this time. And it brings you to the question, how are they going to use this deceptive propaganda for their end-time depopulation plan? You could just imagine if they put 10, 20, 30 of these mother-of-all bombs together and detonated them all at the same time, you could literally wipe out an entire large city with one explosion. You could deceive the world into thinking nuclear weapons really do exist. I mean, it's that simple. And to the skeptics out there that leave these comments like, well, if nuclear weapons don't really exist, how do you explain Hiroshima? I tell you what, you go over and type in Tokyo firebombing, and then go compare that with Hiroshima after the alleged nuclear explosion, and compare both cities, because they're identical. Because Hiroshima was carpet bombed. So according to end-time prophecy, we know that Damascus in Syria is going to be utterly destroyed. And it's most likely where they'll put 10 or 20 of these mother-of-all bombs. They'll put them together and detonate it all at once and literally destroy the entire city with one explosion. Make the world believe that nuclear weapons exist. It will paralyze the world in fear. Maybe it has something to do with Israel. But if you look on a map at Damascus and the surrounding cities, this place is huge. So we will most likely see this happen, I think maybe in the next 10 years or less. I believe after the year 2020, when the 400-year cycle of the grace period ends, I think the year 2021 to 2028 will be a horrific or unpleasant, that entire decade will probably be very unpleasant for all of us.